All right.
Miss Turner calling to the office. Miss Turner calling to the
Is it
office.
moving now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So it's in.
All right. So today we are going to read another text about camels. So right this moment, you're going to see more information. It's detailed. It's a lot of it. Now, again, it's the same thing. The purpose of this, the reason why we're doing this, because we are going to figure out what is this text about. What is the main idea? What do you think the text is all about? Not yet. Hold on, baby. I know you have it in your mind. But first, we are going to read this and you are going to discuss it with your partner. 1, 2. No. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. Now, who can show me the title of this text? Where is it?
Right here.
Yes, Nazaira, where is it? There you go. That's the title. And let me read the title of that. It says, Camels, the big and awkward desert animals. What?
Awkward.
Awkward. What does awkward mean? Crazy. Okay.
One day.
Is there other word? You said
Silly.
silly. Alright. What about America?
I say it looks awkward.
It looks awkward. So what's the other word for that when you say awkward? Let me use it in a sentence. It's awkward to dance in front of anybody.
It's silly.
It's scary,
Like
kind of
you
scary.
shy.
It's kind of shy. That's correct. It's like you're embarrassing. It's like that. What about you, Desiree?
It is hard.
Hard-headed. Okay. Awkward because it's some kind of like you said the word. Other word for awkward is what?
Silly.
Hard-headed. Okay.
Silly.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you, what are your thoughts about this? Why do you think the author or the one who wrote this text, why do you think he or she wrote down the word awkward? Hold on. Why do you think the author wrote that as his title? We will talk 1, 2. You will talk 1, 2. 1, 2. I want 2 first. We'll talk to 1. So why do you think the author wrote awkward as the title of this text? What are your thoughts? Why do you think the author say awkward? Okay, so that makes it awkward for the camels. Alright.
One time I saw a camel. It didn't got eyelids.
Okay. But why do you think the author wrote awkward to camels? Okay, the humps. The humps make it awkward. Alright, let's listen to this. Why do you think the author wrote awkward? What did he say? Yes, Trinity.
He said awkward because camels don't have one hump.
So it's all about the hump. So that makes it awkward. What do you think? What do you think the author thinks about that? Why do you think he wrote it as awkward? Yes, Nazaira.
Because it got 2 humps.
He got 2 humps. So you're also saying that the humps make the camel awkward. And that's the reason why the author put that as his title on the text. Yes, Amira, you want to say something again? Two humps. Okay. But you know what? They're both camels. It's just like this one has 1 hump and these are 2 humps. Alright, let me read now. Ready? What animal carries a refrigerator on its back? reading it, don't raise your hand. I'm not asking questions. What animal carries a refrigerator on its back? The camel. Well, not exactly. But let me stop there. Alright. Why do you think again the author wrote refrigerator on its back? Let's circle the word refrigerator. Do you know what refrigerator means? What is refrigerator?
Oh, it's something what you put. It's something what you put the food in.
That is correct. What about you, Amira? Refrigerator is what?
Something what you put ice in with.
It's with ice. Yes. Yes, Dallas.
Refrigerator is with lots of food in it.
Lots of food. So why do you think the author compared refrigerator to camel?
Where's the refrigerator?
It's right here.
I know why.
So why do you think the author wrote refrigerator? What the refrigerator has something to do with a camel? Nazira.
Because it's big.
It's big. Closer.
Because I know he carries the refrigerator, so he can get something to eat. Store fat.
Oh my goodness! Say it one more time, Dallas.
Store fat.
Because, can you say about the hump?
Store fat.
Because
He has store fat in the refrigerator.
that's correct.
So
That's
he's the
reason.
he doesn't have
That is
food.
correct. So Nazira, that's the reason why the author wrote refrigerator on its back for the camel. Because he's not speaking about really the refrigerator, but the author speaks for the hump. So it says the camel. Well, not exactly, but the camel humps do store fat, which the camel uses for what?
Whoa!
Uses for energy when food is scarce. Let's circle that word scarce. What a big word. Scarce.
I know what the scar
It's right.
is right here.
It's right here, babe.
I circled it.
So it says here the camel uses for energy when food is scarce. It has something to do with food. So what do you mean by scarce?
Scars mean
What do you think?
grind the food into little pieces.
Grind the food into pieces.
Oh, scars mean the camel. You keep saying ooh.
Hold on, the camel went.
So he can run it.
Yes, you can do that. You can open it. Use scissors. Okay. Let me use that scars in a sentence. I am starving. I cannot find food anywhere because the food is scarce. So what does that mean? It is what? It's gone. Hi.
Would you happen to have an extra meal on the back packet that we can copy?
Yes, I have.
Okay, I just need to borrow one copy. I'll
Okay.
bring it back.
Okay.
You guys are working really hard. Oh.
Hi, Jaden. Hi, Jaden.
No, you guys keep the brains concentrating on your paper because Miss Pono's gonna ask you some questions about your desert
Why
animals.
he's up here? Because we going to trouble.
Now,
Are you in trouble? No.
I will return it.
These are mine. You just want the whole let me see. Yes, I have this in.
Jaden, stand still.
I have this.
Yes.
You just want this or
I need the whole packet.
the whole packet?
Yeah, we lost one packet.
Okay. So you can
Me on the back.
yeah.
Me on the back.
We're not doing my school? Okay. Thank you.
Oh, I think it's in there. got my school?
Yes.
Yeah, because I
My
have the
school
other.
learned home and me.
Okay.
I will return this.
No problem. All right. So say it again. The food is gone. It means that there's no food. So, oh wow. So it says here, camel humps do store fat. They store fat if the food is
Gone.
That's cool. That's the reason why, if you remember, in the other text that we've read, it says camel can travel long distances without eating and drinking because they have food where?
In their bed.
See?
In their
In fact, these humps are so efficient that a camel can go for up to several months with no food. They can even survive up to 1 week without water.
Miss Paula,
Wow.
why do it say 3,000?
All right, we're going to read that, okay? It's not working because it's supposed to be the green one. All right, so let's take a look at the diagram now. What do you see on the picture? Let's take a look. All right, these are the parts of the camel. All right, let's start from the top. It says long eyelashes and bushy eyebrows. Wow, what makes you think?
It's so sand and water and soap won't get in.
Wow, is that the reason why they have long eyelashes?
No, I know.
What is it?
If they don't have eyelashes, I would get cranky.
Okay.
That would I see. If they don't have
Well, actually, eyelashes, Desiree has a point. Eyelashes protects our eyes.
yes, so sand don't stare in the sun.
That's right. So, if there's a lot of sand, dust and everywhere,
And it's slow.
it will protect your eyes because eyelashes protects our eye. That's the reason why
He got long eyes.
long eyelashes and bushy eyebrows helps the camel. Where do you think the camel lives? Look at the picture. What do you think?
In the desert.
And you know, in the desert, there's a lot of
Animals. Sand.
sand.
And did you know
And what else aside from the
And
sand?
rock. Ancient pyramids.
Ancient pyramids,
And rock.
rocks, cactus, that is correct. Alright, so it says large nostrils that can open and close.
What's nostril?
What's nostril?
No.
It's a nose. Thick, shaggy fur can be dark brown to almost white. Wow. Let me ask you this. Think about this. Sit properly, honey. Thick and shaggy fur. Why do you think they have thick and shaggy fur? What are your thoughts about
So
it?
they give you those fleas won't get in them.
Okay.
So-
Are you saying there are fleas in the
so-
desert?
so-
You have a point. Yes. What about you?
Because I know they have things. Because they don't want to get itchy and all that stuff. That's why they
Mhm.
makes people itchy.
Wow, I love that. Sand can be so itchy in everybody's body, especially camel. And because they have thick and shaggy fur, it will protect their skin.
So and
It's like a coat.
it's
Right?
like a dot because they
And-
have warm.
And you know that's correct. You know that?
At night it gets cold in the desert.
That's correct. That is what I'm supposed to say. Yeah, at night, it's really freezing cold.
Look this photo.
That's the reason why.
They got fur.
They have thick and shaggy fur. All right. Now, oh, I like this. It says leathery patches on knees. Leathery patches. Do you know what leathery patches? What is leather? Leathery. Leather.
Leather is like kind of pieces you make into leather, so it can protect his knees. So
Can you give me an example of leather?
like legs, like the
A piece of leather?
I got leather.
What is it?
Thick.
Let me see your black shoes. It's made up of what?
Leather.
That's knickers, but
I got
Oh, Kaylin, come over here. Come over here. we're going to show, because we're talking about camel here, has leathery patches. Put up your shoes up here. Ta-da!
She got leather. It's leather. Me too, I got leather. I got
Can you
leather.
imagine that? Can you imagine? Alright. Thank you so much, baby.
I'm a camel.
Alright. Imagine.
I'm a camel.
The camel has a leathery patches on its knees. That is
It's
correct.
like knee pads.
It's like knee pad. What makes you think?
Ooh,
Alright. Save it because you're gonna talk to your partner. Number 1 will talk to number 2, and you will tell your partner, why do you think it's important? Why do you think the camel has leathery patches on its knees? Come on, talk to Desiree. Why?
Because it can
Louder.
so they can protect it so don't get I know why.
The leathery patches. Why do you think there's a leather patches on the knees?
Because they don't have very patches,
They will fall. So why do you think? What makes you think that this is made up of leather, or there's a leathery here?
Because they don't want to fall or slip on the rocks. Because they don't want
Okay, it makes point. All right, talk to me now. Talk to me, share it to me. What makes you think? Why do you think this camel have leathery patches on knees? All right, what about you, Nat? Did you say something?
Yes.
All right.
So they won't fall on the rocks.
They won't fall on the rocks. Okay. All right, I like that.
So they won't slip or
They won't slip or fall. Amira?
If they don't have knees, they won't fall and hit the same thing. They can't walk.
Because they can walk. It's close.
If they fall on the ground, they will get itchy. And they don't know how to rub it.
Ooh, all right. What about Dallas? Come on, Trinity. Why do you think camels leathery patches? It's the same thing. Oh my goodness. If you're going to look at the foot, it says leathery pads as well.
It's two.
Wow.
You need them for the feet so their foot don't get squished on rocks.
That is correct. It's also protecting its foot and knees.
Because the rocks are
That is correct. Yes.
So they won't fall and scratch your knee.
There was scratch. Oh, yeah.
I felt like so they scratched my knee.
They won't get what?
A sore.
A sore. That is
And I fell off
correct.
my bike. One day I had a scar.
You have to pay attention.
I got a question.
Monday, you know, it
I
gets
got a
straight, right?
question.
All right. Question, Amira.
How does camel scratch their knee if it's itchy?
Say it again.
I said, how does camel scratch me? They don't.
Do they scratch their body?
No.
Not actually. You said what?
No,
Say it
do
again.
that. How they walk like
How they walk?
I mean, that's not. How camels
How camels got knees? Of course, every animal has knees. Everybody got knees. Well, actually, all right, let me tell you something. Because as you can see, look at the long legs, right? So what's gonna happen to camel if they're gonna drink water? They need to bow down a little bit, and I think they also need to kneel down. They bend their knees down, right? And that's the most important thing. If they keep on kneeling down, they keep on bending their knees, and if they don't have leathery patches on their knees, what's gonna happen?
They're gonna scrape their
They're gonna
knees.
scrape their knees.
Like me.
And you know, take a look again at the picture. Look at the sand. Look at those rocks. Do you think it's safe for them?
No. Yes.
Yes or no?
If
No.
they don't have lovely patches, they might spray their knees.
That is
Spray
correct. Scrape their knees.
And when they fall down, they don't know how to get up. Hit their head. Or they maybe hurt their foot.
So it's also prevent them from slippery, because I would say that if they're going up the hill, there's no hill on rocks, but rocky places, they won't get slipped.
Like a
Right.
hill rock.
Like the rocks. All right, so all about camels. It's a good thing camels don't need a lot of food and water. All right, follow me, because they live in one of the toughest climate on the planet. Wow, toughest. Have to look up here. What do you mean by toughest climate on the planet?
Because they're strong.
They're strong, but it's not. They're not talking about the camel anymore. They're talking about the place they live. Where do you think they live again? In the where? In the desert. Let's take a look at the desert. Just take a look. What makes you think that the desert is the toughest climate? You know what the tough means? Very tough. What's the other word for tough?
Hard.
Hard. Why do you think it's the hardest climate on the planet? What is climate, by the way? Let's circle climate here. Climate.
Climbing it. Don't climb it.
The climate. Hold on.
Yeah.
They live on the hardest or toughest climate. Right here.
Yes.
Right here.
No, don't.
Okay. All right.
I got grade that.
All right. So it says here. Hold on. Camels have lived in the desert of the Middle East and Africa for more than 3,000 years. The climate, I said it again, the climate is hot and dry, and food and water are scarce. Wow. So let's take a look again with that word climate. You just circle it. Circle. I said circle. Did I say shape it? Okay. So, based on right here.
In the climate.
Okay. Just stay away from the bug.
Look at it. I got all of those. You got all of those brown? Yes.
All right. So, the word climate said the climate is hot and dry and food and water are scarce. So,
I can't find the
we just circle the climate. What is climate again? Because Amira just shared to us, she said that tough means hard. Am I right?
Just when you
Yes. So hard climate. So when you say climate, listen to this. It says the climate. All right, I'm gonna say this again. Come on, we're almost done. It says the climate is hot and dry. What does climate mean? What are they talking? What is the author talking about? The climate is hot and dry. So what is that? The climate is what? What's the other word for climate? If it's hot and dry.
Dry, soft, warm.
What is warm?
So when you cold, and you put a little bit of water in the thing.
Are you talking about water? So what do you think the author talks about here? The climate is hot and dry.
When you really cold.
Look at the desert. Look at the desert. It says there, the climate is hot and dry. So what do you think they're talking about? They're talking about what?
Oh, the desert.
The desert. And how you feel in the desert.
Warm.
It's very hot and dry, and food and water are scarce. So that's the reason why it's tough climate. Because when we say climate, it talks about how hot And how dry in the where?
In the desert.
All right. Now, there are two kinds of camel here. You see the picture down below?
Yes.
What have you noticed on the picture? Talk about it. Talk about it.
Who will talk first?
This one, number one, will talk to number two. So what can you say about the picture? What have you noticed? All right, talk about it. What have you noticed on that picture? You don't like to talk to Trinity? All right, you go first, and then we take turn. All right, let's go. You talk first. What have you noticed on that picture? Okay, what can you say? What you have to do is just what you have noticed in the picture. What have you noticed? I noticed this. All right. What about number one now? You can switch now.
Okay, I'm number one. I'm number two.
Okay. You think it's hot and dry in there? All right. All
We're
right.
not switching places.
All right. Let's go. Talk to me now. What have you noticed on the picture below? Yes, that's right.
I see it's gonna be sound.
Oh, you're talking about the things around the camel. But what about the camel itself? What about the camels itself? What have you noticed? There, what do you see?
Like if they be in danger, they run. It's not. They run like fast, like a horse. They walk.
Is that what you see on the picture? Because I see in here there are two humps. Did you see that? Yes, that's right.
People can ride on one hump and another person can ride on the other.
Oh, well, actually, if you want to ride a camel, if you're gonna ride a camel, you can sit at the middle of those two humps. Right.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
If the humps grow bigger, they drink fast. That's why one hump grow bigger and they drink fast and one
That
grow
is
bigger.
correct. Yeah. Every time they drink water and they eat food, where they gonna store it?
No. Yes.
Where they gonna store it?
In the hump.
Yeah. And that's the reason why the author called them what? Camels who has what on its back? What's the other word that the author used?
Awkward.
I know. How does the author compare the humps into what appliance in the house?
Store fat.
Where?
In the hump.
What's the other word for humps does the author use?
Refrigerator.
What is it?
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. All right. Okay. Last part. Let's go to the back part. All right. Fun facts about camels for kids. It says dromedary camels live in the Middle East. They have one hump.
This is crazy.
Wow. I like that word though, but
This is amazing.
that's one of the reasons why the author used the word awkward, because it's kind of like crazy,
This is
but
cool.
not really.
I got a
Okay.
question. I got a question.
All right.
I got a question.
So what's your question?
So I got one. Could I go to the bathroom?
We'll finish this, okay?
Camels.
Right, two.
Can't ride on something that this
Whoa!
because
What have you noticed on that picture?
Camels
Wow!
are Camels can't.
What have you noticed on that picture? What did they use the camel for?
It's pulling something for the children. I know.
Wow. Yes, Nazaira.
A man sitting right there, he holding the
He holding what?
the horse, camel.
The camel.
And then it's walking.
That's right. Hold on.
And then
Hold on.
You got smart
What about you?
I know. So the camels can go fast.
That is correct.
Like the horse.
See that? See how long the legs are?
His
Right?
Oh.
And that's the reason why they have something on their knees. What do you call it? Patches. It's made up of what?
Leather. And then on the feet.
All right. That's right. They have it on where?
Their
Their
feet.
feet. Okay. So people in the Middle East use camels like horses. They ride them and use them to carry things.
Yes.
Camels can carry up to 200 pounds. Yes. You know how heavy is 200 pounds? The whole. No, I'm gonna say this. Imagine this. All of you, first grade in Miss Polo's class, you are all 200 pounds if you put them together. You see how heavy is that? So it means that camels can carry all 21 first grade of Miss Polo. Wow.
I got a question.
Yeah. Yes.
In this picture, the camels have long necks like giraffe.
That is correct.
If it carry a big man,
They carry a big man.
like a fat man, he can walk slowly.
Oh yeah, that's right. It walks slowly if it's too heavy. Is that what you're saying? Yes.
They carry up to 400.
But it says here 200 pounds. By the way, let me ask you guys. What are your thoughts about this? Why do you think the author compared the camel to horses?
Because they might run fast.
They run fast. Okay, that's right.
They used to race like horses.
Oh, makes sense though. I know. Use other book. I'm gonna fix that. All right. So, camels look big and awkward.
Can we play on the iPad?
No, you're not. You're still staying on your area. You follow what I say or else you're in strike 2. I'm almost done. All right. It says, but they can move. Yes. All right. Camels, okay, I'm almost in the last part. Camels look big and awkward, but they can move as fast as a horse. Oh, wow, who said they run fast?
Me.
Wow.
I said that.
Camels have long eyelashes. Wow. And protective eyelid to keep out sand in the desert. See that?
That's what I said.
They can even close their nostrils.
No.
How they close it? I don't know. They close their nostrils. Because what again? Why do you think they close their nostrils?
So they won't get sand in their nose.
Alright, so camels can be used to carry weight. Alright, so, whoop, last thing. If you remember this, camels are herbivores. Uh-oh, big word again.
I know.
They eat.
They eat plants.
Good job. Because it says they eat grass
and weeds.
and even thorny plants. You know what thorny plants is?
Cactus.
That's an example. That's an
Like
example.
flowers.
Flowers with thorns. So what is thorn?
Cactus like and roses. Cactus and roses.
Hold on.
Like when you pull the thing out, you'll see the cactus.
Alright, so what is thorn though? Where can you find the thorn?
Poking things hanging out with cactus.
Say it one more time.
Poking things hanging
Poking. It's like a pointy thing.
Yeah,
That's like what?
Wait.
What's the other plant that has pointing?
A roses.
Roses.
Sharp.
Sharp thing.
Like a pinch.
It pinch you.
Thorny. A needle.
Like, what is this plant that only lives on the desert, has thorny things? The cactus. All right.
I got a really
What's
good
broke?
question.
Yeah, throw it away. All right.
Miss
So,
Pono.
last. No, you're not. You're staying in one area. I'm almost
Miss
done.
Pono, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
I think when camels grow up, I think you're gonna get a baby and then they'll get married.
They're gonna have baby. Well, camels also have a partner, and then they're gonna have their baby. And if the baby will grow, there's another camel, and another camel will have another partner, and then they have another baby. And they have plenty of camels in where?
In the
In
desert.
desert. All right. So, since we talk about in the first part that the purpose of this reading is I want you to know what is this text about. Let me ask you, what is this story about?
Camels.
You have to raise your hand. Amira.
Camels. That's awkward.
Wow. Anything else?
Camels are amazing mammals.
Oh well, that's the other text. I believe that. But what about this one? What do you think it's about?
Camels.
Just camels and what?
Camels are fat.
Okay. All right. But the whole idea of this, it says the camels are what? Are
Big.
and you said awkward.
Desert animals.
That is good. Now, thank you. It's time for our Me on the Map. We're not going to do round 2 anymore because it's almost time for
I love fun day. Yeah. I
Huh?
love fun day.
Who passed? Guess.
Not me. Not me.